Yo, what's up everyone? My name is Andrew Warren, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking about a recent purchase that I made for some more Tesla stocks. So, as you can see already from the title, I recently spent another $1,000 on Tesla stock today, and then also just full transparency as well, I have been buying Tesla stock aside from just today. I bought some yesterday. I spent around $225 on a fractional share, and I've been buying heavily over the past couple of months. So, I'll be going in depth with my purchase decision, some justification for that, and then also just showing some of my recent receipts, including the receipt in which I spent $1,000 today regarding like what the price I bought at was, what time I bought it at, how many shares I bought, and what the share price I bought it at is compared to where it's at currently. So of course, as always, please make sure to smash that like button if you enjoy the Tesla videos, and of course, if you appreciate the transparency of me letting you all know when I'm buying more Tesla stock, whether it's Tesla stock or a different stock, I always like to have that transparency. So anyways, before we get into all of this, let's just go ahead and check out the current share price for Tesla stock. So as you can see, it is currently at $447.92 per share. And in the normal market hours today, we got a plus 0.98% gain, which is $4.35 added on to the share price. And then in the after hours currently, we are at plus 0.28%, which is plus $1.27 added on to the share price as well. And also the after hours have currently closed for the market. I think it's like 8:53 p.m. right now, and it closes at 8 p.m. So just a little context there. But as you can see, a share price of $447.92 per share. So with that, let's just go ahead and check out the receipt for today, in which I spent $1,000 on Tesla stock. So with that, as you can see, it says I spent $1,000 11 hours ago for 2.27864 shares at a share price of $438.86. And this order was filled at 9:58 a.m. this morning. And as I said, I spent this $1,000 when the share price for Tesla was $438.86. So just comparing, let's just round it up to $439. So that's $439 when I purchased it compared to where it's at currently, which is $447.92, like I said. So we've already made a pretty solid amount just on that 2 point whatever shares that I purchased. So of course, that's always a good day when I actually make my purchases and it ends up, in the short term at least, making me some money. And I've addressed this previously as well, but it doesn't really make a difference to me. That's why I'm a dollar cost average investor, which basically means if I have money that I can invest, then I basically just invest it right whenever I have it. And that has honestly been my investing strategy for quite some time now. As you can see, I spent $1,000 today, and then I spent $225 yesterday because that's all I had yesterday. And then also I'll go in depth in just a few seconds on how I got this $1,000, how I was able to utilize this to buy Tesla stock. And so as you can see, even before yesterday on October 5th, I spent $855. On October 2nd, I purchased a full share at $415. September 25th, another $100. On September 24th, I spent $2,370. On September 23rd, I spent another $1,000. So as you can see, I'm definitely not taking Tesla lightly at this moment in time. I'm taking advantage of buying the stock at any opportunity that I have. Basically, as I said, with the dollar cost averaging strategy, I just spend money on Tesla stock whenever I have cash on the sidelines. So just addressing how I actually spent $1,000 today, considering that I was only able to spend $225 yesterday since that was all I had. Basically, I realized today that since I have Robinhood Gold, just to add some context, I pay $5 per month for Robinhood Gold every single month. And with that comes a few advantages. You have different market data being available as well, but it also gives you up to $1,000 of Robinhood margin available with no interest fee. So basically, as long as you borrow $1,000 or less on margin and you have Robinhood Gold, there's no interest rate fee for that as long as you're continuing to pay that $5 per month for Robinhood Gold. So I realized that I'm going to get paid later this month. I'm going to have the money anyways, so I might as well go ahead and max this out and spend the $1,000 that I can on margin today, and then of course I'll pay it off later this month once I get my paycheck and some other payments from my income sources. So as you can see, it currently says $995.44 of margin used. So with today's purchase, I ended up deciding to utilize this margin ahead of time since I know that I'm going to be able to make this purchase later this month, and especially considering that we have the Q3 earnings report happening on August 21st, and there's that possibility of maybe a buildup in the share price growing a little bit between now and then I figured, you know what, I might as well just go ahead and buy some Tesla stock right now since I do have this opportunity to borrow $1,000 with no interest fee or anything like that. It's basically just an advantage of Robinhood Gold. Like I said, I pay $5 per month for Robinhood Gold anyways, so why not just take advantage of this since I'm going to have the money for sure to pay it off later this month. So that's basically basically what I decided on, and that was how I was able to get this extra $1,000 to invest today, because I have to admit, I don't have any money in my bank account right now. Everything is basically just emptied out from me buying Tesla stock. So I didn't actually have any money to invest today, but I was able to utilize Robinhood Gold's margin feature in the meantime until I'm able to pay it off later this month. So I figured, you know what, why not just go ahead and take advantage of this? There's really no downside considering that I already pay this anyways, and that I'm also going to be able to pay it off this month. So anyways, just to add a little bit to my justification for this purchase as well, I don't want to have too much overlapping content in terms of like the topics with justification between today's video and yesterday's video, since we did talk about autonomy and some things like that in yesterday's video. But just to gloss over that for today's video as well in terms of justification, I think there's a lot of opportunity with the full self-driving package in the future, with the gross margins on digital content and software as a service being so good, with the huge profit margins being there. Then I think there's a lot of opportunity for Tesla in terms of revenue that many other automakers and even EV automakers that don't have this level of opportunity that Tesla has in terms of being at the forefront of this autonomy business, and with Tesla possibly being the first to master full self-driving technology in the future. So that's just one very small aspect of my justification for why I'm buying Tesla stock, but also just addressing some more things in the short term. We recently had all-time high production and delivery numbers with this most recent Q3 of 2020, and then I'm honestly expecting them to beat expectations in this Q3 earnings report as well, and I'm also expecting the fourth quarter of this year to beat the most recent third quarter as well in terms of delivery and production numbers, and I think we will continue to see this pattern over time as Tesla continues to grow their numbers in the future. So it's likely that for a while Tesla will continue to beat its most previous quarter, because we are seeing some huge progress in terms of Tesla's growth as a company right now. So basically we have the expectations for the Cybertruck in late 2021. We also had the Plaid Model S coming out in 2021 as well. Then there's discussion of the Tesla Semi as well. So just with these three vehicles themselves, and even if we want to cut it down to two vehicles with the Tesla Plaid Model S and the Tesla Cybertruck, I mean, even with those two, we have the Plaid Model S likely providing some pretty solid profit margins, and then also with the Cybertruck as well, which is supposed to be a game changer in the industry. For one thing, there's obviously a lot of hype about the Cybertruck, but as we know, I think the Ford F-150 is like the most sold vehicle in the United States, so trucks are huge for a lot of people. So Tesla is entering a market in which they can produce these Cybertrucks at a very high volume to meet up with demand. And as we know already, even Elon Musk has stated on Battery Day that there are over 500,000 orders on the Cybertrucks, and there's a lot of excitement already. So that's billions and billions of dollars in revenue for Tesla. And just keep in mind, we're just talking about the physical product themselves. We're not even adding on the cost of full self-driving or anything like that, which is additional revenue. Like I stated, the gross margins on those are amazing because it's basically just software. It's already paid for in the creation of that software. And of course, they still have to pay coders and people to update it and fix bugs and things like that. However, that initial cost is already over with, and it's almost just pure profit at this point in time when people are purchasing the FSD package. So keep in mind, as we have more production and delivery numbers, there's also not just the sale of that vehicle, but the possibility of an FSD package being sold on some of those vehicles as well. So that's huge in itself. And another reason that I'm buying Tesla stock is because, of course, they keep their word on their promises. So with part one of the plan as well, and then like they stated on Battery Day, their major goal, their major long-term goal is to be the best manufacturers in the world. And as Sam Corris from ARK Invest recently stated on Twitter, that is Tesla's goal, yet some of these other automakers aren't even trying to be the best EV automakers in the world, let alone the best manufacturers in the world. So that's the thing. Tesla's not only wanting to be the dominant EV automaker in the world, but they want to be the best manufacturer in the world, which adds a lot more competition to that table with that goal that is more than just automakers. That adds a lot of other different businesses and manufacturers in the mix to compete with. So that's another major thing to note that Sam Corris mentioned on Twitter from ARK Invest, that the goal of a lot of these other EV automakers isn't even to become the #1 EV automaker in the world. That's already one goal of Tesla most likely. So the fact that being the best manufacturer is not even in their minds right now, and even being the best EV automaker isn't even in their minds right now, really, of course that's a goal for some of them, but I think deep down they realize it's almost impossible at this point for them to catch up with Tesla. But I think that's important to note the different mindsets between, you know, the ones that are wanting to at least be the second best EV automaker, and then there's Tesla, who not only wants to be the dominant EV automaker, but also the best manufacturer in the world. And even Elon Musk has stated on Twitter recently that the long-term primary advantage of Tesla will likely be manufacturing and production. And so we're already seeing them work on that right now with the battery production. We watched Battery Day, in which they referenced production of like soda bottles, and then also I think printing as well, and they use that kind of as a model model for their battery production in terms of creating things at a really fast rate and wasting no time and having maximum efficiency and optimization. So I think that's one primary goal of Tesla in the long term, and I think this is a major goal because, as we know, manufacturing is not easy at all. It's actually very difficult. Elon Musk has even stated this himself. He stated that manufacturing vehicles at a mass scale is basically 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration, and it takes a lot of hard work. As we've seen with Tesla in the past, they've struggled a lot, but they've also learned a lot from their mistakes and from their struggle. So I think this is definitely going to be a major advantage for Tesla in the long term because it's not as easy as just replicating what Tesla is doing. I mean, obviously in concept that doesn't seem too difficult, but when it comes to manufacturing, it's just not as simple as just copying someone. I mean, you can try to, but good luck with that because, as we know, it's a huge struggle to manufacture things, especially production at a massive scale. But anyways, please make sure to smash that like button if you enjoyed this video. I just wanted to have some transparency with this one and show you all my receipts for today, and also just some of my recent purchases for Tesla stock with some additional justification of why I'm buying Tesla stock. And with this video, I didn't want to reference the autonomy aspect and some of the things that I mentioned in yesterday's justification for my purchase, so we didn't have it as well-rounded as usual because I was trying to add on a few additional topics that weren't as heavily discussed in yesterday's video. But anyways, if you would like to begin investing, feel free to check out Robinhood and Webull in the description below. If you sign up with my referral link, you'll get some free stocks, and especially with Webull right now, you can get 2 free stocks valued up to $1,600. And to get that, all you have to do is sign up with my referral link and deposit $100 into your account. Keep in mind, you can take that $100 right back out after you get your free stocks. So it's basically just nice passive income with minimal effort, and it also helps support the channel as well, in which I'll get some free stocks. Just wanted to let you all know about that. But anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your week.